So Anaheim, LA, and St. Louis are kind of the teams that are projected to be in on Chychrun. So Anaheim and LA could be interesting. Hopefully he doesn't go to LA. St. Louis also makes sense since they're probably going to make another run at the Cup this year. There's also a note here, potentially Carolina. I mean, they have a ton of defensemen, so I don't really see
they're
that.
They're good already. Fuck off.
Yeah. But I mean, you do want to stock up on defense before making a deep run in the playoffs. And with that contract that he's on, what is it, like 3 more years at like $3 million per or something like that?
Yeah.
It's hard to argue with that.
It's a good contract.
Yeah.
The one thing I was seeing was, same thing on the 32 Thoughts podcast. They're kind of giving the comparable, which is basically like a player that was drafted in the first round, a prospect from the first round, and a actual first round pick is kind of sounds like that's what the asking point is. Yeah. But I'm just thinking about the potential of a Chychrun Drysdale defensive line, right? So, and Merrick brought it up on the podcast as well that the Ducks do have a deep prospect pool, right? That we can pull from. So, and it's maybe not as balanced on the defense, but that could be your partner maybe for a Raquel deal, right? You get a good defenseman with 3 years, and maybe I think it's like the second or third round that they have like 5 picks, right? So see if you can bring one of those back. Maybe that's a hefty price, but for a return, right? Arizona might not go for that, but it's kind of that idea. And then if we think we have a chance, like a solid chance for the playoffs, right? Might as well go for that first round pick, right? And it's just who would you give up for the prospect? So there's I think my choice for that would be Jacob Perreault. I don't remember the year we drafted him. 2020, we took him late first round. It was, I believe that was the pick we got from Boston when we traded Kasha. I don't know 100% though, so don't quote me on that. But 19-year-old right winger, like he's going to be good. He's not going to be Trevor Zegras level good. I don't think, anyways. Maybe we need to call Shane back and get him in here to tell us about Perreault. But I don't know, this. Yeah, no, I would agree with that.
Yeah, we're not giving up anything too big. He's still a prospect that was in the first round. He's going to be good for Arizona, especially if we're throwing in a first round pick. I don't really like the idea of giving up Raquel if we're trying to go deep in the playoffs. And I think Raquel would want to go to either stay here or go to another playoff contending team if we were to trade him. But
I don't know.
We have to kind of compete with the other teams that are in on Chychrun, so
it's a rock and a hard place thing, honestly, with the Raquel thing, right? Because you would love to keep him for if we were to make a playoff run and try to see how deep we could go, right? But again, we aren't at a spot that we're going for it. I think it's still the mentality of let's get into the playoffs, see how well we can do. Yeah. So, and you risk him just walking for nothing, right?
That's true.
Or you could get a return for him and still play that same mentality of let's see how we can do. What else? What other areas do we still need to improve on and stuff like that? So I don't know. I think I would actually go with the latter if you can, but